Hey guys, welcome back to Codenbox Automation Lab. This is Sharaful. In this lecture, we're going to learn groups in TestNG. So we'll see what is groups, different use cases of groups with example. So let's see what is groups. So groups is a TestNG features which allow grouping different tests together into a straightforward group and running all those together by just one single command. Even all the test cases belongs to different classes. During the execution, we can define what groups to include or exclude. This makes our test management and execution very efficient and more control on our frameworks. So here is an example. Let's say test 1 and 2 is a sanity test cases, and test 2, 3, and 4 is a part of a smoke test cases. And all of them from test 1 to 6 are regression test cases. So here you can see the test 2 and 3 is a part of two groups. It's a sanity and a smoke. And on the other hand, all of them are part of regression. So this is the sanity, smoke, regression. Those are the group's name. You can give it any name of a group, but when you have a number of test cases, like over here 6 test cases, in real life maybe you will have a 200 test cases, and out of 200 test cases, maybe 50 of them will part of the smoke test. So you can create a subset of your 200 test cases and make a subgroup with a 50 as a part of your smoke, and you can run only those 50 test cases at a time. You don't have to create a separate project. From the same project you can create a subgroups as you wish, whether the test cases from the same class or from different class. You will just give them a group or group name, multiple test cases, and you can just call that group name to execute all those test cases. Okay, so what we're going to learn through this session, we'll learn how to create test groups in a test method. So we all know these test cases are nothing, just a method. So your group names should be applied in a test method so that we can use that name to execute. And then we'll see how to run those tests from groups through XML, through the TestNG XML file. And then we'll see how to include or exclude groups. So you might have a multiple groups, so you can exclude or include any groups when you execute. And you will see also how to use regular expression in groups. And lastly, we'll see that how to use groups in class level and execute them. Okay, we can add a group, give a group name at the top of your class, so all the test cases underneath that group class will able to execute by that group name. Okay, let's see. So let's go to our Eclipse, and as you know that in our last class we have learned all different annotation in TestNG, right? And we had a number of class like demo, demo 1, demo 2, and demo 3. Let's create for this exercise a new class in our test package. So here right click new and then give a name class, and let's give a class name. I would say like TestNG, let's say TestNG group, TestNG group underscore demo. Okay, demo, that's the class name. Finish it. Okay, so in this class we're going to use create a multiple method. So it's a very simple method we'll create. Okay, so let's see, create a public void, and then let's give it test1. Okay, the method test1, and let's put a system.out.println. We'll say here I will say I am test1. Okay, and let's create multiple test cases similar that. Okay, and I would say let's add, since this every method, it is treated as a test, to ensure this method is a part of your test cases, or it's your test cases, so we have to add test annotation, right? So make sure you add the import annotation, right? TestNG annotations. Okay, let's copy this. Let's make a few of them. Maybe I will say 5 of them. 2, 3, then 4, and then 5. Okay, let's change the name over here. I'll say 2, and here is I'm test number 2, and then this one is 3, and this is 3, and this is, sorry, this should be over here 3, and this should be over here 4, and this is 4, and then lastly it's the 5, and it is 5. Okay, so there's it, 5 test cases I have created. Okay, and now let's give a group name. So example, the test number 1, we're going to give a group name, or part of group is called sanity. So how to give a group name? So with your test annotation, and right after that, so you will type over here in a bracket groups, and then equals to, then you can give a group name in a curly braces over here, curly braces in a string, as a string, sanity. Pretty good. And the next one, same way, you can write, you can give a, next one will be sanity, and I will make this one also smoke test, a smoke group. So one test cases could be part of multiple group. You say sanity, the test 2 is a part of sanity and a smoke. Okay, and the third one I would say just a smoke. Okay, let's put a given name. This will be part of a smoke. Okay, what did I wrong anything? Part of, oh sorry, I pasted in wrong place. Okay, it should be here. Okay, right, so it should be part of smoke, right? Smoke. And then next one also, let's give it all of them are part of, rest of them are part of a smoke. Okay, smoke, right? And then smoke 2, right? So now you can see the first two, test 1 and test 2, it's a part of sanity, but test 2 is a part of sanity with smoke. Okay, let's say how we can run. Okay, let me, so to run your groups, from when you start TestNG, everything you are going to run, your test execution should be run through the TestNG XML file, because we're not going to run single class and then another class, right? So we're going to run by one single click your TestNG, because your TestNG have the knowledge about all the methods, all the classes. That's what we have covered in our last few classes, right? So let's create another XML file only for this exercise, right? So you can create a you can right click and copy and paste in your project level. You can create that way another XML file, or for a specific this class, you can create, right click, and then you can create a TestNG XML file here. TestNG, you can do TestNG over here. You can see the convert to TestNG. Okay, this way, finish it. Okay, let's cancel this. Make sure let's right click again, right click, because I have to convert to a TestNG, give a name over here. Okay, so this is the location. So I have already, I have already TestNG, there is a TestNG XML file, the same file. So there is a TestNG 2. So let's give a name TestNG. This one is 3. Okay, then finish it. Okay, now you can see there is a TestNG 3 XML file. Let's open this, and you can see it has the you're only the class in this XML file, which is the TestNG group demo. So this class, right? So now if I want to run any method or the test cases as per the group name, you know, from this class, you know, so this is the specific TestNG XML file, and it has the knowledge about this this class, like TestNG group demo. So I can execute, you know, any one of your method or all of them, whatever the way I want, or even through the group, you know, following this XML file. To do this, let's say that how can we, you know, customize our XML file to run your group. To do this, let's, here it is our, you know, TestNG. That's fine. You can remove this test thread because, you know, we're not running parallel testing, doing any parallel testing. And here is a thread name. So whatever your thread name, you can give a name, like this is like a module name, so test module, or you can say, you know, say grouping practice, or yeah, grouping practice. So I give a module name, it's called grouping practice. And here I have a classes, right? I have a classes, so this is the class. So let's give a space over here, and then we're going to add a tag related to the groups. So we'll say right over here, groups, okay? We'll say groups, and then let's make sure that, okay, you put the, you know, closing groups too, and between these groups, then you are going to write run, create another tag is called run, okay, and then run to, okay. So inside the run, we're going to add include. So this is the way you're going to include your whatever the group you want to execute. So I'll say include name. You can say include name, whatever the name, what do you want to add the name. So let's see, I want to add to run, how about sanity. Make sure that your name exactly, it should be the same way. You use the group name over here, you know, otherwise it will not able to sync, it will not able to find, and the execution will not happen. Okay, sanity, exactly the same. Okay, and the close the include, right? Save it and then run it. TestNG, let's see the report card here, as you can see. So I set to run all the method what have a group name sanity. Let's see this, it's run test one and test two. So it's a two method run, which is test one and test two. And if you go over here, you can see the test one is a part of the sanity, and test two also is a part of the sanity, right? And that's why it's only run test one and test two. Good. That's the way you can include, you know, any specific group. Now, if you want to exclude, you know, how about now if you want to run, let's say I want to add sanity from another method from different class. Say let's open our demo 3. Okay, let's open demo 3, and in demo 3 we have a method, you can say search result 1. Okay, search result 1. Let me add this one as a part of our group 2. Demo 3. Okay, demo 3. So this is search result 1, right? So let's add this one, groups sanity. Okay, so in our demo 3 class, and there is a method, it's called search result 1, is a part of sanity. Okay, so that's where you can run, you know, different methods from different class even, you know. So because here is a demo 3 is one class, and TestNG Groups, that's another class. Okay, and now if I execute this one, this XML file, it should run this two method from this TestNG group as well as demo 3. But here you have to include over here, you see the class name, you know, for the class name you have to include that class name, include the class name of this demo 3 too. So what's the class name process? Class name, and it will be the your project name, which is the test, you know, your package name, sorry, package name is test dot your class name. So class name is demo 3, right? demo3, and then it's okay, yes, close your classes. That's good. It should be now. Save it, and then let's run it now. Okay, here we go. You can see there's a 3 test method being run, all of them pass, and here you can see this is the I am test1 and test2. This 2 is the part of this TestNG group demo from over here, as you know, and the third one is the MacBook Pro 13 test result. It's coming from demo3. So demo3, I added this one, this a search result 1. It's a MacBook Pro 13 test result. If you see even over here in the result suite, you can see here. Okay, you can see over here. This is a one, the class. It's a grouping practice. That's a module name, and here is a TestNG group demo. It has a test1, test2, and there is a demo3 class. It has a search result 1. Okay, so that's the way you can include any method, any test cases from different classes, and you can run all of them by one single click through your XML file. You see how powerful it's the grouping or TestNG, the XML file, right? Now see this, if I want to exclude, how to exclude. You can exclude. So to exclude, say example, I want to exclude here we have exclude, say smoke. Okay, smoke, I want to exclude a smoke. It will not make any difference, okay, because exclude. So if I run now, if I exclude smoke, it should only run. Okay, it will not make any difference, but still I want to run. Okay, exclude is smoke. You can see, yes, here, yes, sorry, it makes some difference. So I said, okay, include, it will run all the sanity. Definitely there is a 3 method should be run, from 2 from this TestNG group and 1 from demo. But I also said exclude is smoke. So if you see in our TestNG group demo over here, we have a 2 method, test1 and test2 is a part of sanity, but test2 part of smoke too. So when I say exclude is smoke, so it means it's exclude this test2 because I exclude the smoke group. So as a result, from TestNG group demo from this class, it's only ran test1, so this one, and as well as it's ran for the sanity from at this one, the search result 1 from the demo 3. Here you can see there's a 2 result, okay, over here, and only ran 2 test cases. Okay, so this is the way you can even exclude any group. Sounds good? Okay, let's see what's next. So next we want to see how to use regular expression, right? So we have covered this 2 part. How to create test groups and include, exclude, all those things. Now we'll see how to use regular expression in groups. Okay, very simple. Let's go. Okay, here let's let me go through it. Now it's test groups demo over here, and then let's use test 4 over here. I'm going to change the group name over here. Say I will make it Windows.regression. Okay, and then this one for test 5 method, I will make it for iOS.regression. Assume that this is the 2 method, the part of different environment. Okay, this methods should run when you execute in Windows, and this method should run when you execute on an iOS environment. And now you want to run all the test cases or all the groups that it belongs to only Windows operating system, right? So we can come to over here. We'll say include name. Here we'll use the regular expression. We'll say Windows dot then asterisk. So Windows regular expression asterisk sign. So this will find out all the methods that belongs to Windows group. Okay, that should run only one, right? Okay, save it, run it. Okay, here you can see it's total test run 1 and pass 1. And which one is a test 4? I'm test 4, right? If you go here, because in the test 4, I put this one as part of Windows.regression. So when I add Windows, so it will automatically take all the method which is started with the Windows. So whatever is Windows is smoking, Windows regression, the second part doesn't matter as long as it matches the first part. That's why I put the Windows regular expression with asterisk. So after asterisk, it means it will accept all the parts from the second parts after the Windows. Okay, so this is the Windows. Now let's see what's next. So next we'll see now how to use groups in class level and execute them. Okay, let's go. So assume that, so for this TestNG group demo, this class is a part of our this class, all the methods, all the test cases are part of our regression. Okay, assume that. So because when you run regression, usually you run all the test cases, right? So if you want to make all the test cases part of one single group, you can, your whole class. So you don't need to write like, each and every method as a group, individually regression, other than I can make whole class. I can give a group tag for a specific class. So before your class over here, you can give a say @test, and then you can give a name of your group, say groups equals to, and then curly braces, give a name of your groups. Okay, it would be regression. Okay, now if we just use this name, it should execute all of them. Okay, let's put it over here, include regression, right? Save it and run it. Okay, it should run all of them. So 5 test cases should be, you can see total test run 5 and all of them pass. You can see test 1, test 2, 3, 4 and 5. Even if you see the test summary report over here, you can see this is your package name dot this is your class name, and all the test 1, test 2, 3, 4, 5, all of them, it's passed. Okay, that's the way you can declare group in your class level. So if you want to run all of them, by one single shot. Okay, that's all about the groups in TestNG.